What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Today, we're going to talk about Tesla. Now, I have a couple of other videos that are going to be coming today, but I wanted to quickly talk about this position because I did talk to some people in my Discord group, and I thought I would make this known because I always like to make things known when I have a positive move or a negative move or somewhere in the middle move, any type of move when it comes to gains or losses. I really want to display that I am giving off the same message or preaching the same message, no matter if I invest into something that's positive or into something that's negative, or make a good move or a bad move. So, we're going to get into Tesla in my situation and the move today, just some information behind it. So, if you guys are interested, make sure you stick around for the whole video. Also, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It does help out the channel a ton, as well as checking out some of the links in the description. If you guys want a shorter version of this, then you can go over to my MP Shorts channel, and I will have something eventually up about Tesla, but it's probably going to be very quick, and this will have a lot more detail. But Tesla, right? Tesla is huge. I wasn't really a fan of Tesla in the past just because of the model of the car, the look of the car wasn't really something that I seen as sleek. I was always used to things like an Audi R8. Like, I'm not saying that I fit into an Audi R8 well. It just, like, the look of that just looks a little bit better, even though you're not getting, the mileage, and also you're not helping out the environment as well. But Teslas are definitely on my mind. They've been on my mind for probably a year and a half now, ever since I've really been, cooped up in this space. But all Teslas have been on my mind, whether it's the Model S, the Model Y, all the other models, Model 3. But yeah, we had some great news today because Tesla today hit $1 trillion market cap for the first time after, Hertz basically had their announcement saying that they would buy 100,000 electric vehicles. This is huge. This is huge news. I don't know if this is really tied to that. Obviously, it's a big jump, and having some news like that brings a lot of revenue into the business. So I would say that's not a bad link, I guess, linkage. I don't know what type of wordage you wanted to use, but it's not a bad linkage between the two companies. And when we look at some of this information, it's great to know. One, I wouldn't even have known that because I'm not into market cap when it comes to stocks as much. Crypto is a different story, but when it comes to stocks, I'm not really into market cap that much because it doesn't really matter too much. It matters more towards what the business is doing, the revenue it's bringing, rather than a cryptocurrency, which is completely different, different way of looking because it's not a business per se. But we can look at some of this information in the article, then we'll get into what did happen today. So Tesla hit $1 trillion market cap on Monday following the news that Hertz is ordering 100,000 new vehicles, new electric vehicles, which will be good by the end of 2022. The company joins trillion-dollar market cap companies like Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft, which are great companies to join. It was at 900, and then I saw today that it hit a high of like 1,045 or something like that, and we'll get into what that detail is. But midday they had it listed at 1,028. When I seen it break 1,000, once I saw it break 900 plus, it was something that I was just like, this is about to run. And it was definitely running, went all the way up to a level of, I think it opened up at like 940, 950 today. And again, we'll get into the details, the exact details a little bit later. But, and then it started to run, right? It started to come back a little bit right from the start, but then it started to really run. And that's where I was just like, this is definitely going to make its move. And it broke 1,000. I was so hyped, talked to people in the Discord group. I was also a little bit salty, but we'll get into that later as well. Morgan Stanley, Adam Jonas raised his price target to 1,200. I did speak to somebody today about a options contract, a call option, and pushing that to 1,200 by, I think it was November 5th or November something. It was either first or second week of November, and I don't know if it'll happen that early. But seeing how this price movement is rapidly increasing, I mean, it's definitely possible that it could happen, any day now. But yeah, this deal would have reportedly given 4.2 billion. It would have been 4.2 billion in revenue for Tesla, which would be huge, right? 4.2 billion is huge. Let's look at the detail here when it comes to how the stock moved today, how it did perform today. So we did see that it increased when I was looking at it in the pre-market and during my live stream. If you guys are interested in that live stream, go and check out my live streams every single morning. I try and do something from 8 to 9 and just give people an understanding of where things are. Talk about crypto, talk about stocks, all that stuff. Definitely check that out every morning, every Monday through Friday. Sometimes I'll do something on the weekend, but most likely it's just Monday through Friday. But we did see it increase to about 950. It opened up at 951, increased to a level of 970-ish, and then fell down below where it did open at, which wasn't really the greatest thing, but it was still green because close to open, it was a significant difference. Previous close was at 909, so this open was at 950. So we had a significant difference there. We did see it rise. It started to stair step on the way up, really testing that like 200 EMA there, and then just breaking out and not really getting back to it. It broke all the way up to 1045, just like I said. Now it did come back just recently, and starting to consolidate somewhere around that 1020-ish, 1015, 1020-ish mark. So seeing this movement, insane. 56 million shares worth of volume at a price that's over $1,000 is huge. I love seeing those things. I love seeing this movement. The only thing that gets me salty and, waking up with a sour face is the fact that I was invested in Tesla at 650, or sorry, at 600. I bought it at 600. Ended up making a decent amount off of it. I think it was like $500 or so, a little bit over that. And I sold what I had. I made $500. I was happy with what I had. Now, the right play that I wanted to make was take that profit and put it into an options play. And before I say this was my fault. I'm the one that made that decision not to do, the options play. But basically, someone, I was talking to people, whether it was in the Discord group or outside of it, and I was just like, look, I want to actually buy a call option for, I believe it was a strike price of 635. I believe that was what it was because it did come back from where I sold at. And I would have bought one option contract. It would have been pretty cheap. I was actually thinking about two. And we would have had that rise all the way up to this level. Now, there's always that opportunity to where I probably would have sold beforehand. And the option contract was to go out to January 2022, I believe. It was the new year. So I had a long time in order for this to play out. So it would have played out to today, which is, the end of October. So this was my fault in not going through with this. And I wanted to preach this and let you guys know that I made a mistake. And the reason why I think that I did make a mistake, even though someone else told me, is because I made the ultimate decision to not buy it. I heard what they said and it was valid. But then after I heard what they said, I saw what they saw. And when I'm seeing what they see, now I'm looking at my situation and I'm basically playing that out the way I want to. So I'm making the ultimate decision. So it's my fault why I didn't end up buying into that. And either way, I became profitable. I was fine with that. I'm just not fine with the fact that I missed a huge opportunity. And I knew that I missed a huge opportunity when it got up to 700 and 800. And all of that there. But then once you started getting to those points, then the options contracts become very, very expensive. And that's where I don't want to spend more money. And I'm happy with saving the money that I have. So that was my overall situation. And thank you for listening to that. um, but yeah, when we look at Tesla, I love the growth. I love the way this is moving, and I'm so happy for everybody that's in it. Whether you're in, have call options, or whether you actually hold stocks, where you actually hold those positions. I know a lot of people that have sold their Tesla positions and didn't buy back in. Some people that bought back in at higher prices than where they were. They still made money on top of it, but they bought back in higher than where they were. So Tesla looks amazing. 56 million shares worth of volume. I don't think it's stopping anytime soon. I think it's going to continue to grow. It's definitely looking really, really good. So let me know your opinion on Tesla and them getting to $1 trillion market cap. If it's huge news for you, or if it doesn't even matter to you, you're on to bigger and better things. But that's my video, guys, for Tesla. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this. When I go through different stocks, I like this all the time. Mainly, I'm talking about AMC and a lot of different cryptocurrency. But once we get through what's happening with AMC, which I don't know if we will, we might end up getting into a day trading and swing trading positions and all that stuff after the squeeze happens. Um, once we get over with that, we're going to start to get into more and more positions and different positions that I see during the day. But this is definitely a big move, and I hope that we see this continue and doesn't just fall back down. So, guys, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next.